Hello and welcome to Verdictum. I'm Sheetal Joon and you're watching today's legal news where we update you with the latest legal developments across the country and world. Starting with the headlines. Supreme Court stays UP government's decision to transfer unrecognized Madrasa students to government schools. Original document not mandatory for property transfers, certified copies sufficient, rules Madras High Court. Karnataka High Court overturns acquittal of 5 Congress workers accused of killing JDS member in Mandya. Every citizen has the right to protest. Bombay High Court dismisses case against lawyer. Now the news in detail. The Supreme Court has stayed the Uttar Pradesh government's decision directing all the students in the unrecognized madrasa and non-Muslim students studying in government-aided madrasas to be transferred to government schools. The state had taken the decision based on a communication from the NCPCR, National Commission for Protection of Child Rights. However, the apex court now has stayed both the communication and the consequent steps taken to accommodate it. Previously, the court has also stayed the Allahabad High Court's decision to strike down the Madrasa Act 2004. The ruling had declared the 2004 Uttar Pradesh Board of Madrasa Education Act unconstitutional and violative of secularism, noting that the High Court prima facie misconstrued the law and reached wrong conclusions. The Madras High Court has stated that the sub-registrars cannot refuse to register a property transfer document solely due to the lack of either the original parent document or non-traceable certificate from the police if the parent document is lost. A division bench of Justice R. Subramanian and Justice R. Sakthivil clarified that submitting certified copies of the parent document is sufficient and sub-registrars can verify the authenticity of these copies with original records available at their offices. They stated that the right to hold property is a constitutional right under Article 300A, which is considered superior to fundamental rights. This right cannot be restricted, nor can anyone be deprived of their property without reasonable compensation. The court explained that the right to hold property includes the ability to deal with it through various means such as sales deeds and gift deeds. The legal framework governing the transfer of immovable properties is primarily based on the Transfers of Property Act of 1882. The Karnataka High Court has sentenced 5 Congress workers from Mandya to life imprisonment for the murder of JDS worker Chikkaiah in 2011. The trial court had acquitted all the accused in the case earlier. A division bench comprising of Justice Srinivas Harish Kumar and Justice Umesh M. Adiga reversed the acquittal order against 5 accused persons while upholding the acquittal order of the remaining 10 accused. The convicted have been imposed with a fine of Rs 50,000 each, Rs 2.5 lakh for the fine. Amount will go to the legal representative of the deceased Chikkaiah, while the remaining Rs 20,000 will defrayed towards prosecution expenses. While dismissing a case against a lawyer and some farmers for throwing cotton at the Maharashtra Agriculture Minister's convoy, the Aurangabad bench of the Bombay High Court has said that every citizen has a right to agitate, though not unfettered. A bench of Justice Vibha Kankanwadi and Justice S.G. Chapalgaonkar was hearing a petition for dismissing an FIR filed by 1 Million Sonar, a political party worker from Maharashtra's Jalgaon district. As per the prosecution, the petitioner, along with few others, agitated against the state's agriculture minister on March 22, 2023 by forming an unlawful assembly and by going in front of his convoy, forcing it to stop. Then they threw cotton and empty curtains and raised slogans, thereby creating chaos, said the prosecution. The protesters were charged with setting hurdles by restraining the minister from proceeding further. The protesters were charged under Section 341, wrongful restraint, 143, unlawful assembly, 147, rioting, 149, unlawful assembly with common object of the Indian Penal Code and some sections of the Maharashtra Police Act. That was all on today's legal news. Thank you and keep watching Verdictum. Subscribe to our channel and download the Verdictum app on iOS and Android devices for the latest legal updates.